Hey twin, hope everybody is doing well. It is officially Virgo week. We don't need to wait till Saturday. I mean, it's here. Everybody can feel it. Everybody's talking about it, right? Everybody's getting shit done, clearing out space, permitting. You know, it's summertime, but a lot of people aren't outside. You can't make this up. I was just about to say, a lot of people are not outside because if you're in the flow of the energy, you're at home, you at work, maybe you are outside, but you getting it in, right? You eating, you making it work. You're doing something with intention and purpose. You're not just having a good time is on the lower part of the totem, right? As far as priorities, right? But just me saying that, and that's what kind of threw me off a little bit, like mentally, is you got the go outside card. Like, you just cannot make that shit up. Like, after this reading, I'm gonna keep it real short. I'm getting the fuck out of here, and I'm gonna go have fun and eat, drink, be merry, and kind of disconnect a little bit from the mind. So if you've been inside, if you've been doing the work, if you've been tapped in and tuned in, if you've been clearing the space, if you've been setting up hard boundaries, if you've been trying to get into alignment, you can go outside now. It's time to balance the energy. Is what I'm getting here. The Cordelia card says, you have been indoors too long. Go outside for some fresh air. And what I'm getting is that this is going to reaffirm, reignite. For some of you, you may have felt a decline or decrease, a little deflated today in terms of your creativity, in terms of your expression. The light kind of dimmed a little bit today. I'm getting the feeling that it's, I can't even speak for myself, that obsessive thing that Virgos do when they're into something, when they have a project, when they have an experiment or something, they go in. It is nonstop, incessant kind of energy. And so I'm feeling like, yeah, let's get some more cards, because there's definitely a need to just take a break to realign, to come back, like the snapback, basically. And I'm seeing here, Freya, unleash your adventurous side. Energy loud. It's been loud this week. All right, so where my fun decks at? Because I've got a lot of like emotional, sweet stuff. Let's see if we can get some feel-good stuff out here. Actually, let's get a little bit more information before. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you guys kicking it with me, allowing me to do what I do and get this energy off. You know, because for a lot of us who are connected to divine, who are spiritual, if you don't have an outlet for it, okay, that ties in. I'm definitely picking up on that. If you don't have an outlet for it, it can become muddled. It can become stifled. It can lose the spark. And perhaps that's part of what's going on here, is that you guys have a lot of stuff backed up in the queue. Probably wanting to get all of those ideas, all of that creativity out right now. Not sure if the match or the spark is going to go out permanently. So there is this eagerness, this need to tap in and go in deep right now. But we need to realize that this is just the beginning. Virgos are starting to step into a new era. And as much as we don't like this new era is going to put us in the student seat for a little bit. And so it's going to take you doing things differently, going with the flow more, letting go of control, allowing just like the natural flow of life to move through you, move through your ideas, refresh them, bring beauty, bring something, kind of like romancing your ideas, romancing your journey. So let's see what we have here. I'm going on and on. We had, and I flipped them over. So we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So yeah, you guys are getting clear. You're no longer in a place of indecision, and that's probably why you're wanting to just go, 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 go. Because one thing's about Virgo is that they'll ruminate and ruminate and ruminate until it locks in. And when it locks in, when that idea locks in, it's like pedal to the metal, right? Like you're just moving. So that's an amazing thing. It also says that you may be feeling trapped between your intellectual and emotional. And that may be, again, why you need to go outside, get some fresh air, like I was saying, to allow new perspective, to allow the emotional side to come in, that creativity, and back off of the analytical side, the workhorse side, a little bit more free-flowing, a little bit more dreamy. I'm definitely getting like Pisces energy. If you know any Pisces and how they operate, I know it probably makes you crazy, right? Because they live in the clouds, you know, it seems, but they are dreamers. You know, the positive side of that is that they can relax. They can let the fruits of their labors be appreciated, be honored, be enjoyed. And that's something that Virgos can learn from Pisces, is to learn how to enjoy, you know, what you've created. We also have the Seven of Spring, which is the Seven of Wands. This talks about being assertive. It's about not backing down from what you believe, for standing up for yourself. And this pairs very well with the Freya card, asking you to be bold. This talks about standing in divine feminine energy, working with it and using it. And when we talk about feminine energy, it's not so much male or female, but it's the actual femininity energy, right? The softness, the compassion, the understanding. Again, the creativity versus the masculine energy, which is logic, 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 logic. Get shit done, get shit done. When you're tapped into the feminine energy, you're able to create. And so, yeah, it's definitely a good idea. What do we have here? I've also got the Nine of Wands here, Nine of Spring, Nine of Wands, and it talks about protecting self, right? It also talks about being resilient, right? You're on the edge of whatever this journey is for you, the next step. Not the top, not the end, but the next step. And moving on to that next step is going to afford you a different level of confidence that is not available to you right now. And that's okay. So what the universe is asking you to do is to be patient, to be grounded in your goals, be committed to what you're doing, but also be able to understand that, like, nothing happens overnight. You can take a breather and come back. The standard card, or the Rider-Waite card of the Nine of Wands, let me see if I can find it real quick because I want to keep this reading short. As you see, he has the bandage on his head, and he's doing everything he can to keep the wand standing up. He's exhausted, he's tired, he's a little irritated, maybe a little antisocial, but he's getting it done, and he's almost there, right? And so with the bandage around his head, that lets me know that the mind, again, I feel like the mind is getting clogged. I feel like creativity is being stifled. There's just, you're putting too much stress, you're putting too much on yourself. And that's just what Virgos do. So you're in the Seven of Wands energy, being assertive, standing up for yourself. Freya, the energy of being bold and taking risks. You're coming out with all of this Virgos are assertive, right? You're coming out with all of this forceful energy. Let the softness in. And here we have is the Tower. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. An important life-changing event, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. And I am getting the feeling, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, that there are some delays, right? And that's just the beginner process. It's just getting, learning what you're doing. It's a part of the journey to mastery. So this cannot be avoided. And so 16, will break down to 7, which is about spiritual pursuits. It's about knowledge. It's about fulfillment in some ways. And so, and it's also a lucky number, right? And so the universe is definitely supporting you in this journey. I'm looking at the numbers here just from a numerology perspective. We've got 16 on both sides, 16, 16, 32, and 2 is what, 34, and 9 is what, 43, 7 again, okay? So luck is on your side. It's coming. It's just gonna take some time. And if this is something that you really want and you believe in, this is going to lead to fulfillment for you, your family, whatever the goal is, then take your time. Take your time. Be kind to the process. Be kind to you. Be intentional about it. No need to rush. No need to work yourself to death. It's already in the queue, twin. It's already on its way. All right, so we also have here the Prince of Summer, which is also the Rider-Waite. It is the Page of Cups. This talks about the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. This is not a love read, so I'm not going to say that somebody's coming in because I'm not really getting that. This is all about you. Being able to stay grounded with this new opportunity that is connected to your heart, something that you love doing, something that you want to do. It's a new emotional offer from the universe that you are co-creating and dancing with, and it's yours. Just don't let this get in the way. Don't let this get in the way. Overthinking, analysis paralysis, using different coping tools instead of learning how to ground yourself, learning how to find stillness in the mind when there's something big and wonderful going on in your life, to not get overstimulated. All right, let me grab a closeout card and let's see. Yeah, let's get into the African goddess But she always gets us, right? Let's see. We got pretty much got everything except for the pentacles, right? So that lets me know, again, the bag is coming. It's not here yet. So chill, right? It's coming. Don't mess up the bag. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, giving and receiving, 10. So that definitely tells me too that there needs to be some sort of exchange of energy. You're giving a lot out, whether it's in your project, your project, in your life, in work, or whatever it is. You need some energy to come back in and fill up your cup. That's important, and I want you to get that this weekend. Mass, 18, drops down to 9. So for me, I see that as a change of perspective, right? Because nines are about, you know, being a humanitarian, but they're also about ideals and your thought process, and also it's, you know, pretty much that last step before the cycle ends. And so when masks come up, it's like you just take off this mask of the idea of who you think you should be, what you think you should be doing. Like I'm getting the vibe of like a Virgo who has all of these rules set that they don't even know that they created. It's like, why do you have to do this to equal success? Can you think of other ways that are not going to drain you, deplete you, put you into negative cycles, have you obsessed? There needs to be some sort of balance with this. So that's what I am getting for you guys. Again, you're almost about to level up, but it's going to require your patience. It's going to require balance. It's going to require you to allow either, you know, people to do things for you, allow happiness in your life, you know, going out and just connecting with people, co-creating and natural flowing energy. You need something that's not controlled, that you did not set up with your mind. You did not orchestrate. You don't have anything to do with it. Let somebody take you out. Just roll with it. So I hope that helps. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, twin.